Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Brenna and I'm very excited for today's video because I am going to be doing a full face of Milani. Milani is a brand that you can find at your local Walmart. They do of course have a bigger selection on the Milani website, but they also have a pretty great selection at Walmart, at least at the Walmart near me. What inspired this full face of Milani makeup is this Milani and JuicyJas collaboration. We have a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, a lip crayon, and a duo highlighter which has a cream and a powder in it. If you don't know who JuicyJas is, this is her picture on the back. Very beautiful. I will link her video down below where she announces her collaboration with Milani and she goes into full detail about both of the sets. I bought the Rising Star set and I believe the other one is called the Golden Hour. Don't quote me on that, but I didn't buy that one because that's more neutral tones. And I have plenty of those in my collection. So I went with this pinkish, purplish set. I mean, this one just seemed to fit my skin tone much better than the Golden Hour. So yeah, I want to jump right into it. I will show you each product before I apply it and let you know what I bought from them. And yeah, first up is going to be this Milani, the Perfector Duo blending sponges. So you get a foundation blending sponge and a concealer blending sponge. But yes, I am going to go and wet these and I will be right back. These are wet now. I have actually never used a concealer sponge, so I'm kind of excited to try that out. And this is a different sponge from what I'm used to. This side is flat, along with the tip being flat. And then we have like the dome side right here. I'm used to just like the teardrop shape, which is what I usually use. So I'm excited to try this one and see if I like it. All right, first things first is I purchased the Milani No Pore Zone Mattifying Primer. Hopefully this works well. I have really been into the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primers recently, so I really hope this works so I can add it to my list of pore filling primers. Start out with that much. I'm just going to apply this mainly on my cheeks and nose. That's where I'm going to start, and I'm just going to kind of like blend it out. And then take, my sponge and kind of press it into the skin, especially in those areas where I have big pores. That kind of filled in my pores. I might take just a tiny bit more here. Just rub it around on my index fingers and then go in and press it with my fingers. Don't see much of a difference between just swiping and pressing. After primer, we are going to go in with, actually I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow primer. This stuff works very well. I have used this before. Spread that around. I like makeup brushes, but I also enjoy using my good old fingers for application as well. All right, spread that around. Again, take my sponge with the more, the bottom of it, the dome shape, press that in. Next is going to be foundation. Now this Milani Conceal & Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, I have used this before, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember if I actually like it or not. Hopefully I do. Comes with a nice glass bottle and a nice pump, which I enjoy. I'm going to start with one pump. I know that's not a lot, but we can always add more if we need to. I always need to remind myself when I'm doing my makeup, less is more. Ooh, wow. This is thick, and definitely one pump goes a long way. So glad I started with the one. Wow. One pump goes a long way, you guys. For sure. Now, obviously it says foundation and concealer, so you could use this for both, but for the sake of the video, I wanted to try a concealer too, so forgot I was gonna try to put my hair up. Gonna look cray-cray for a bit, but that's okay. I am a blending fanatic. I want to make sure that it is blent out. So I mess up every video. I want to make sure that it is blended out and that there's no harsh line between my jaw and my neck. I want it to just all blend like it's skin, basically. Okay, well this applies very nicely. Now that I have the foundation on, I can see that pore filling primer doing its job. So it looks very nice. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal+Perfect Longwear Concealer. Like I said, I have never tried a concealer from Milani. This might be the only one that they have, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh yes, I love these. I love the flat doe foot applicator. So it's like flat on both sides. My favorite. All right, so I'm going to apply this just a little bit in my inner corner. And then a couple dots out on the outer corner. We're going to do a couple forehead dots, a couple nose dots, around my nose. It's like I want to brighten up the center of my face and also help hide these lines that I have under my eyes. Then we're going to take the itty bitty sponge and work on blending that all out. So far, nothing beats my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. That is the best concealer that I own. This one is also supposed to be hydrating, so we shall see. Blends in very nicely. Very, very nicely. Does dry down quickly though. My skin is so dry right now because of this crazy cold weather we have going on in Illinois. So I feel like no matter what I put on my face, it's gonna cling to dry patches. But so far the only dry patches I'm seeing are right here and a little bit on my chin. I do have a couple blemishes right here, but instead of taking the concealer and covering that up, I'm going to take a little bit more of the foundation, since it can be used as concealer. Just a tiny bit. Pat that in with my finger. Next, I'm going to put on my eyebrows. Now this is the only product that is not Milani. I have no eyebrow hairs. Mine are all microbladed on. So this NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen is my absolute favorite, and I have found nothing that compares to this. All of the NYX ones that I seen in store were pencil. They did have a felt tip pen online, but I was just going to the store to pick up my items. So this is the only product that will not be Milani. So I'm going to do my eyebrows and I will be right back. Eyebrows are on. Eyebrows definitely take me the longest because I am making hair-like strokes and I want to make them look as lifelike as possible. So they take me quite a bit. Probably at least like 5 minutes, maybe even a little bit more. Some days I get them right on the first try. Other times I have to go like this to like fix them up, or yeah, it's a whole process. So anyways, now I'm going to go in with some setting spray before I do the rest of my face. Sometimes I find that spraying what I have and getting it set and then putting products over top of it, sometimes the products have more staying power. And then of course I spray my face at the end too to just set it and melt it all together. But I am going to be using the Milani Make It Last Matte Finish Setting Spray. This says it is a charcoal setting spray. It's supposed to provide you with up to 16 hours of wear time for your makeup. Hopefully it has a good sprayer on it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's a pretty fine mist. That's awesome. All right, spray the face. All right, I'm gonna take my sponge, make sure there's no droplets. The one thing I did forget to purchase was a setting powder, like a loose setting powder, or even a compact one, I guess. So we're just gonna go without today. I am going to apply this Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunlight. Just a very light brown, which will hopefully work for me. I thought about getting the shade up, which was like suntan, I think, but I didn't want it to be too dark. So, all right. So we're gonna dip into this. Ooh, that's powdery. I'm kind of getting it on the brush and then stamping it onto my skin. Actually, like the perfect shade. I've heard good things about this bronzing powder, so I'm very excited to be trying it. My main thing is I hope all of this stuff is long lasting, because if I'm spending time to do my makeup, I want it to stay on my face all day until I'm ready to take it off. This is kind of like a foolproof color. Like, you can't really mess this up, which I enjoy because I like to be reckless sometimes with my makeup. Just slap it on. There's been a couple times I have done my makeup here at my makeup desk, and then I go look in the bathroom and I'm like, that doesn't look good. That looks really good on my skin. Perfect. Okay, after that, I am going to apply this Rose Powder Blush in Tea Rose. Such a pretty color. I honestly thought I was getting a different shade. I can't remember what shade it was, but then when I looked on the back and I seen Tea Rose, I was like, oh, because I'm pretty sure it said that this was like the most popular shade. Okay. I'm going to be using this brush that I got in my BoxyCharm. It is a Luxie B14 blush brush, and it's flat. Doesn't have an angle to it, just flat, but it just applies blush perfectly. I love it. Dipping into that. Doing the apples of the cheeks, just going upward into like the temple area. Oh, such a pretty color. Very light, but very pretty. Now we are going to go into the highlighter duo that was in the JuicyJas collaboration. This color is called Spark Plug. We got a cream on one side and a powder on the other. So I think what I'm going to do first is just take my finger into the cream side and just tap it where I want it, and then use a brush to go over a little bit with the powder. Put it where I want it. The high points on my face, which I usually do, like cheekbone up here, above the brow, nose, Cupid's bow. I did not know how this shade would look on my skin, but it actually looks pretty nice. All right, now for powder over top. Ooh, that's pigmented. Powder side, definitely pigmented. All right, that is really pretty. Usually I don't like this color on me. Usually it needs to be like a whiter, like diamondy color. This one works out well. Now we're going to go into the eyes with this 6-pan shadow palette. Each shade does not have a name, but this is called the Like a Dream palette. Some very pretty colors going on. I am going to start off with this shade in the crease of my eye. I have never used Milani eyeshadows, so hopefully this goes well. These are blending beautifully so far. I'm still placing that color just in the crease and kind of working it up towards the brow bone to try to blow it out up there and get it blended nicely. All right, now I am going to take my flatter brush and go into, which color do I want to do? This deeper purple right here, and put that on the outer edge of my eye. I always do like the outer edge into like the middle, because then I'll take a sparklier shade and put it from the inner corner to the middle and then like blend the two together. All right, now I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a pink, champagne-y, glittery color. It looks amazing. Definitely want it on my eyes. Little bit of fallout, which is to be expected because it is a glittery shade. But oh, I love that color. That is so pretty. I'm going to try something. I am going to take the setting spray, the matte, Make It Last matte, and I am going to take another smaller brush and spray it. Dip into that glittery shade and see if I can get it to pop on my eyes here. Ooh, that is really beautiful. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Might need to deepen up that outer corner just a little bit more. All right, I'm not going to do anything on the lower lash today. I usually do, but I am going to go in with a clean brush and blend all this out up here. All right, I am going to do the other eye and I will be right back. Eyeshadow is done. Now I'm going to take some of that cream highlight and place it under or on my brow bone right here. So now eyeliner. My desk is a disaster right now. There's just stuff everywhere. Okay, so eyeliner. I purchased the Milani Waterproof Stay Put Matte Eyeliner. This is supposed to stay on for 17 hours. I won't be wearing this makeup for 17 hours, so I don't know. But it has been a long time since I've used an eyeliner like this, with like the little ink well that it goes into. I usually just have a felt tip pen, but this tip does not feel flimsy or like too flimsy, you know, like it's going to be hard to do. So I'm going to apply this on the top lashes, just right on the lash line. That applies very easily. This is not a very flimsy brush. The tip is a little bit, I mean, it moves, but it's not horrible. So yeah, very easy to apply. Now I need to curl my eyelashes, which I forgot my eyelash curler in my drawer. Which also, I guess I lied, not Milani. I use this Japanesque volumizing eyelash curler. It does the job. And then I have a brand new mascara from Milani that just came out. I actually found it right underneath, like it was on the same little end cap that the JuicyJas Collab was on. Had her collab on top and then the new mascara on the bottom. So of course, had to pick it up. I love mascara. It is one of my absolute favorite products to use. Even if I don't have anything else on my face, mascara just really makes my eyes pop and just makes me look more alive. So here I have the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. Ooh, it's got like an hourglass shaped wand going on. Right, and I saved the packaging on this because it has, it says lashes that defy gravity, whatever that means. It is Longwear, smudge proof, clump proof, and 93% saw extreme volume and instant lift when they used this. So let's get to applying. Definitely not clumping, which I am a huge fan of. I hate when mascara clumps. To me, it's the most frustrating thing. This is definitely a drier formula, which I also prefer, because then it's not getting all over my eyeball, my eyelid while I'm putting it on. Does give volume. Length, yeah, a little bit. Overall, that's not bad. Hopefully my camera will not get blurry, but I have it on this eye, and you can definitely tell a difference. I'm going to apply some on the other eye and then go back and see if I can do a second layer and see if it layers up well. Nah, doesn't really do much. Doesn't add anything to it. Put some on the bottom lashes. All right. Oh, setting spray. Finish it off. Oh, you know what I forgot? The lip crayon. So I'm not done. I forgot about this lip crayon. This is the Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon. And this is in the shade Can't Even. So this is a nude color, which I like. Very velvety and smooth. Probably shouldn't be talking. while I'm applying lip products. I really like this color, especially on me. This is the perfect nude color. I don't know the lasting or staying power on this, but looks fantastic. All right, this is the completed look. I want to do a rundown really quick of the things that I used. Okay, these are going to be in no order because my desk is an absolute disaster right now. Here we go. Blush. Love, love the color of this. It is very light, but it's very pretty. Highlighter that came in the collaboration. Didn't think that I would like it just because of the color of it, but it actually looks pretty nice on my skin. It's still not my favorite color of highlight on me. I prefer the more white diamondy color, but this one does not look bad. The bronzing powder I love. It is the perfect shade for my skin, and it's kind of foolproof. I mean, you can't really mess it up. All right, the 6-pan eyeshadow palette that came in the collaboration is wonderful. I love the eye look that I created, and you could create several more eye looks, like different kinds, with this palette. The mascara did give me volume and did not clump. Hopefully it wears well. Hopefully it doesn't smudge or transfer or anything like that. If it smudge or transfers, it's just, I'm just done with it. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. I just want it to be on my lashes and stay on my lashes. So hopefully that works out. The No Pore Zone Primer did do its job. When I first put it on, I was kind of like, it's kind of filling in my pores. But then once I placed the foundation over top of it, it really did its job. So I do enjoy this. The foundation is wonderful. I feel like this is a good shade match for me. It went on really well. It is settling on my nose, but that happens with every single foundation that I wear. It's kind of clinging to dry patches, but like I said in the beginning, my skin is going absolutely insane right now because we're getting into the really cold weather here in Illinois, so it's very dry. The concealer, so far so good. It is starting to crease, but again, I have very creasy under eyes, if that makes sense. A lot of lines under my eyes, so it's really hard for me to find something that's not going to crease whatsoever. But this applied very nicely, blended into my skin very easily, and yeah, like this. The matte eyeliner I really do enjoy. That felt tip on there was just flimsy enough, not too much, and it went on very, very easily, and it's very, very rich dark black, which I really like. The lip crayon, love this color on my lips. It's a very nice color. It does pair very well with the eyeshadow palette that came with it, so I like that. The Make It Last setting spray has a very nice fine mister on it, and hopefully it will keep this makeup locked in for the rest of the day. And then these sponges, they were just meh. I mean, I'll continue using them because I bought them, but I think I really do prefer just the tear-shaped sponges. They're just easier for me. This one was kind of awkward, and I was trying to figure out how to use it, but maybe if I use them more, I will get used to it and start liking them better. All right, that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the things that you can. Thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all of those things. If you could do those for me, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that is all, and I will see you in the next one.